Yo,
Uh,
people, and welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast, episode 46. It is I, the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system once again, aka the coach.
it's your boy going forward. And last night was the return of Steph Curry to the court, and it
Oh,
was a
man, you
great,
just, you just
great
couldn't,
game.
you just couldn't wait, huh? You could not
I
wait.
mean, when a top five player in the league comes back, it's big news. And he played well for his 27 minutes, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 of 12 from the 3 point line. That's not to be surprised. When you come back after playing 4 months, you're not going to be as good. It's going to take some time. But I was happy with the team last night. They gave Toronto everything they could, and that game was in the winning. You could win
No,
that game.
Norman Powell came out with 37.
Yeah, he did. He was very good. He looks like their third best player. Basically, he looks like a Lou. He's going to be their Lou Williams. I've always said that. Um, who's going to be another Lou Williams for a team? That's my opinion. And he looks like the only one in the East. The Milwaukee Bucks don't have it. The Philadelphia 76ers kind of do, but he doesn't play enough. So I think Toronto's just found that other guy. And once they bring back Gasol in them, they'll be good. They'll be good.
Who Marcus Gasol?
Yeah, because Marcus has not played in a while, so it's been Ibaka, I'm sorry, and Van Fleet. Van Fleet's been also hurt, and so this is really good for the Raptors to
Is
see
your
Powell.
is your door is your door closed?
Yeah, it should. Oh wait.
Because we can't be out here. We can't be out here acting like these other podcasts that don't got extra background noise, even though
All
they
right,
say
it's
they contain that
closed.
shit. That,
Yeah, well, it's closed now, so we'll see.
yeah, because
We'll
that's
see
what
how.
that's what I do. I don't want no background noise of any kind.
Uh,
When,
okay. So yeah, I think that was a good game for the Raptors. And but Golden's. I mean, Lowry. He had like 26 points. He was 10 from the free throw line. Siakam was like 22 points, so he was okay. But but you just watch Golden State play. They just look so much different with Steph. So much more easier baskets. Andrew Wiggins was good to me. If he just makes those
I didn't even,
outside
I
three,
forgot all about him. I
I
already
mean,
forgot about him.
well, that's
It's not because he's on
unfortunate.
Golden State. It's just because I just forgot. He's just not like that. I'm just not thinking about this man at all.
Yeah, I know. I
I
understand.
completely forgot he was on the team.
There's a lot of players I don't think about. They're just there. You're just like, oh, okay, he's there. That's cool. Um,
I didn't even know he dropped
but
21. No, none of that.
yeah, I just
It's
don't
like
know
he's
if he
it's like
did.
no, he dropped 21. Yeah,
Yeah. Look, they played good. They you put stuff on the team. They're a better team. It's just the truth. Um, we'll see. We'll see. The next game they play is against the 76ers, and then they got the Clippers. So it's gonna be a tough, tough, tough schedule for them. Yeah, let's just be. I mean, Norman Powell saved this team. I mean, he had 37 points.
I mean, he had 20. He had like 23 in the first half, and
Yeah.
the
Uh,
way he was going, the way he was going, he's going to dominate the. He's just going to dominate the interior defense.
yeah, he really was. And the Warriors had a good showcase from Curry, Lee, Wiggins, and Marquise Chris. So that's good. Those five guys all scored 16 points or more. Or four guys, I'm sorry, with Eric Pascal, who's going to be a sixth man for this team next year. This team's looking nice. And I can't wait for the rest of this season. So it's going to be good.
For no rings, but
I
anyways,
mean, your team for about 5 years could even sniff the playoffs, except until this year. But hey, it's
okay,
okay. It's okay.
I
All right. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
oh,
You know,
I know because
make
I've
sure.
been through it. I've
Yeah.
been
Okay.
through it.
Good. But we're gonna be through like a year, and then we'll be right back. Unlike you guys. But that's okay. Um.
That's cap. But anyways,
No, ain't no cap,
I see that Megan Thee Stallion is actually her money don't look as well as we think it is.
Let's see, Megan is. I don't even. Oh, all right, black woman here. Let's see. Um, yeah, look, I don't even know this girl existed until just now. Oh, so she's in a legal battle with her label right now.
Yeah, it says her contract dictates that 1501 is entitled to 60% of her recording income, and the remaining 40% is reportedly allocated to the rapper. The suit also claims that she must use her portion of revenue to pay feature artists, mixers, remixers, and sound engineers. So, and then it's like a whole. If you read more into it, it's basically like her label gets more than what she gets. So whatever she does, they get a percentage. So basically, she basically signed herself up to make less money than what she really should be making.
Oh yeah. So from what I'm reading here is she went and signed with Rock Nation, that's Jay-Z's brand over there, and in her contract it said that she could not release her music, right?
Yeah,
And she said like the lawyers at Rock Nation said if you didn't even look at your contract, um, they I guess they found out she couldn't release that music. Um, Now, for Carl Crawford, who's a former MLB player, he does say in the interview with Billboard that they deny that the brand that 15 was preventing the rapper from releasing music. Um, I don't know about that.
as usual, they
I
say
mean,
they denied this.
yes. And now Complex revealed details of her original contract with 51, which, contrary to what Crawford said, mentions that 51 owns her masters. You know, kind of like the Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun thing, right? Like Scooter Braun owns her masters, and so for her to get her masters back, she'll have to go for him and yada yada yada. And it also reveals that the label takes 30% of the profits from live performances, with expenses from concerts coming from her share. That's way too much. I don't know why she signed that contract, but
How
that just
many
goes to
percent?
30% of profits from her live performances, with expenses from concerts coming from Megan's share. So that's a bad contract. 30%
That
of your live
30%
performance.
of what she would get is not even hers.
Yeah, that's a lot. So that's why that they were, saying that they need that her contract was very concerning because it really was favorable to the label and not favorable to the rap to her. And there's a reason why she went and fought them. She got it, so she'll release her new music on Friday. Hopefully, if I was Crawford, I would let her go. It's not going to help your brand trying to fight her because she's a big star, I guess. Now, I've just never listened to her music before.
I mean, I've heard obviously on the radio. I've heard some of her music. It's not really bad, but it's like it's not something I would listen to consistently. Like I know girls I go to school with that will be blasting that shit at the table, and I'm just like I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't listen to this. This will not be in my playlist. This will not be in my. This will not touch my speakers. No, none of that. It's just simple. It's just like clear as day. I just can't. I just can't do that.
Mm.
So I think that contract is terrible. There's like a whole bunch of other shit that she gets not even 50 at least over 50%. She gets less than 50%. So
Yeah, let me see here.
the money that we think that she would be making, she's not making. She's not broke, but she's not rich like that. We'll put it like
Yes,
that.
so yes, it says that they also take half of her publishing, which is like you said, 50% interest. They call it an undivided 50% interest to each composition, and puts itself in charge of administering it as well. So they're in charge of administering this 50% interest to every composition, which I guess is her music, making music. There's also a clause in it where she can be fined if she's late to publicity sessions, recording sessions, or appearances, and they've actually exercised this against her before.
That, did they say how much she could be fined?
I did not say that in the complex thing also, and so they
Oh, it's
go
on
into
complex.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
on
on complex,
complex.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, they have a article about it. I also see here that she tours must be approved by 1501, and the contract also includes language that the company is not a licensed talent agent and is under no obligation to procure employment for Megan. The talent agent language is likely there to get around licensing qualifications for talent agents in Texas. So I guess Texas has some very strict laws or about agents, and that's why they named it. So they approve all of her tours, even though they're not a licensed talent agent, which is their way of getting around Texas. Which I guess in Texas, um, maybe you can't use a talent agent. I wouldn't know.
I
So
wouldn't know either. I'm not in the music
at all.
industry.
No, yeah, that's true. Also they've been for 2 years, they've been collecting her money and she hasn't been paid. This is by a source that explains the complex. They're not paying her or submitting statements to her. So this guy or woman or whoever says that for 2 years, 51 has not been paying Megan Thee Stallion her money, and she's been holding off uh, money owed to 1501 because they're not paying her money. So this is another situation of signing a contract without reading the contract, and that's why you tell people to always try to find the way to pay for a lawyer so that they can read the contract to you and see if there's some red flags, and then there's a lot of red flags in hers. 30% of her live performances, they can fine you for these certain things. What is this? How can you find a who
How
finds
can you
these
find
music people?
for posting
Like
their
that's some.
music?
Yeah, you find her if she's late to publicity sessions, recording sessions. That's really really strict. Um, owning. I would never let anybody own my master recordings. That would be the number one thing. If it was for me, I would say you cannot own my master recordings. That would be the first thing.
That's why DDG for when he got signed to Epic Records when he got signed he owns his master, so he owns all of his music. So that
Yeah,
way
that's the first thing that you should do. Um,
that's what he that's what he
yeah,
did. That's why I guess it took him so long to sign to somebody because he was doing that shit, which is
yeah. I mean,
understandable.
it's a smart thing to do. You don't want these guys to own your masters because if you become a Taylor Swift and you give away your masters because you're like 16, you want to be a music star or all that stuff, and now you're older, you kind of want to redo your music. You can't redo your music because you don't have the original audios and you don't own them, and so that's why it was smart for aspiring artists to never let people have your masters because you never know how big you'll be. You obviously think you're good. But when you become good and you want to redo your music in a decade, you can't. It's because you didn't read that contract.
Yeah, that's really tough. That's really tough. Well, but then again, it's like you see some big ass piece of paper, piece of pages of paper. You don't want to read that shit, so you just go ahead and sign on the dotted line. No, don't. That's one thing you don't do. You do not do that because you'll end up like making the salary. You'll end up missing out on millions in your account. That's what
Yeah.
that's what will happen to you.
Oh, did you hear about the? I know this is one thing I want to talk about. The Last of Us TV show that's coming out on HBO in a couple years. Big
I
news.
I I ain't never heard about none of this.
I just read about it yesterday, and it's something I want to talk about because, as you know, this is the second Naughty Dog game series to get a an actual live action release.
What was the last one?
It would be Uncharted. Uncharted's coming out, as you know.
I
So,
didn't even know.
um,
I think I knew. I just forgot about it. I don't know.
yeah, because the movie has gone through multiple different um stars. director, so it's always been canceled and stuff. I've always kept up a little bit with it, and so this is very good for Naughty Dog to showcase that their games are really the top of the echelon gaming because it's getting. I mean, Last of Us. I believe Last of Us is going to be a great TV show. It has such a great story, great characters, the moments. I can't wait to see the game be brought to life. I think in a great way. Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann, the guy who made The Last of Us, as the director, he will be with this series. So you're going to get the actual creators of the actual game into the show with the guy who made Chernobyl, which was a really popular series last TV season. I didn't watch it because it's on HBO, but it was a really popular series, and the guy director is going to be with Neil Druckmann making The Last of Us, and I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
so,
I never knew about none of these shows at all. These never come across my radar.
yes, they're going to keep Ellie Gay, which oh yeah, Ellie Gay, which I don't know why they would really change it.
Because
At all.
they already made her as a person that she's a lesbian. You can't. I mean, it's not real life where you can have the opportunity to do this and that. I mean, you can rewrite it differently in the show, but it will be like then we'll have to change her perspective. Okay, now she likes this. Now she doesn't. She used to like this. Now she likes this. So it's kind of like two different. It's kind of like two different things. Where in real life you can change it up and won't be different. But in the show, once you like change up that person's character, then you have to redo redo a lot of shit in that character to
Yes,
make them to
yes.
make them to make them differently and to make them adapt to what they're now trying to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different a feeling, in terms of
Because now
how
we have to
different that
look at her.
character is
We have
gonna
to look
be.
at her totally different if she is turned. If anybody is turned a different way, we have to look at them like, okay, now they like this. They used to
Yeah,
like this, now they like this now. So
yeah. This is gonna be a great thing. I can't wait to watch it online through Pirate Bay because there's no way I'm paying HBO. I'm sorry, I just don't. Number one, I don't have to because it's online. Number two, I don't do VPNs. You know why? Because the government hasn't come for my ass yet, so it doesn't matter. And I'm
VPN.
not going to. You know how they always say about you have to stream things. You have to, we have a virtual private network, your VPN, basically like your signature that you're on. You're watching certain things, right? And when
Yeah.
you want to watch a pirated movie or TV show, you want to hide your VPN with like all those VPN hider add-ons you can get to hide your VPN. Like what's the name? Let me look them up because
I've always wanted to use a VPN, but I think I never knew how to get it to work.
yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've always wanted to use one, but I
I know
be honest with you,
NordVPN is a good one.
yeah, that's one. Yeah, so like NordVPN is able to hide your VPN to allow you to go and look up different things in different countries or in America for to uh use different servers in different different cities. So that's why I would love to get. That's what you would use when you want to watch a Last of Us or uh a different TV show, maybe on a website that may not be the best.
What about live streams?
Live streams as well. They help with live streams. They can also help with your internet being more stable. So you have a better viewing experience. Also, I've seen that help with it. But really, a VPN's big because it encrypts your information. It doesn't allow people to know where you are, and protects your online identity. So you can go and search whatever you want without worrying about somebody, taking, I guess, taking your information. Yeah,
because you
actually,
because you know because like we went back when we was going in high school and shit. we had like those A-Leaf home access, and then
Yeah.
where it basically blocked us from watching YouTube and shit. We could use NordVPN to override that shit.
Then that's what it's really for, to help you get past certain things that may be blocking from watching internet and stuff. It's kind of like if you want to stream music and they say not available in your country, and you put NordVPN, it'll get through that so you can stream the music. Because it's done that to me on SoundCloud. It won't let me stream some music, so it would be good for something like that.
Hmm. That's because I think don't you have to pay? Don't you have to?
Yes, you have to pay. Yeah,
Is it like PSN? Is it like a PS Plus where you have to pay every year or some shit?
we can play every year or play every month, just like PSN Plus. Because in PSN Plus, you can pay every month or all just for the year.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
you want people to have multiple options, and so because you don't want somebody to be like, oh, some people are fine with paying it every month, and some people are fine with paying that one time price tag.
Me personally, I would pay every year. I would pay because because me, I pay every year. I'm gonna get that money back, and I'll put that in for next year.
Yes.
Rather than like, okay, I pay this amount a month, then that money's gone, and then I get it back, and then that money. So it's like I think of it different. I think longevity instead of like right then and now. I mean, no, I think of right then and now instead of longevity. Well, no, I think of like longevity. Yeah, longevity. Because I was trying to figure. I was like, but I'm talking about longevity. But it's like, yeah, I was thinking about doing a longevity then like then monthly. I'll put it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you didn't know, Yusuf Nurkic is coming back March 15th against the Rockets. He said
They need
they kind of need him. And now, what do you think this will do to Hassan Whiteside? Is he going to come off the bench because it's his first game? How many minutes do you think he's going to really play?
I don't know. I don't know. They might. I think they might do the safe thing and take him off the bench.
Yes,
I think
I'm fine with that.
that's what I would do. You put him on
Yeah.
minutes restriction, give him like 25 minutes.
Oh man, 25. I feel like they'll give him 20. I think they'll. I mean, that's a serious injury, and I think they give him 20 minutes at the max. I think that's really how much he's gonna get. But we'll see. We'll see if they give him more. It's just a hard thing to think they'll give him like a serious amount of minutes
I
because
mean, look at Curry. He got like 20. He played 27, and he got a
yeah,
broken hand.
yeah, but But the thing is like,
But then
um,
Gordon Hayward had the same injury, and he came back quick. He came out way faster.
yeah, but like Curry had like a hand injury, and so it wasn't a lower leg injury, so he could
Oh no,
kind of keep his
not the lower leg. I'm talking about Gordon Hayward. He broke his hand this year.
yeah. Yeah, but like if you go look back, we would have to go find it. Like how many minutes he really played that first week when he came back? Probably 20, maybe 25 minutes. I just think with Nurkic, it's going to be at 20 minutes is the max. I really do think that's what's going to be. Um, and unfortunately, that's going to be how they're gonna really manage him. I wouldn't put the guy too many minutes though, right? Like Curry, broken hand, he comes back, he plays 28 minutes, and he's fine because he's probably been running around jogging. You don't need to do anything with your hand when you jog. Um, and we all, he looks fine. So I'm just happy for Nurkic because they need him. He's an important guy. They pay him a lot of money, and they're trying to make this playoff push. And so what if they do make the playoffs? Do you think his minutes increase?
Trying or struggling?
I'm sorry.
Or
Well,
are they trying?
they're
Are
more
they
both.
trying or struggling? Which one? Because
They're more like they're struggling a little bit. Um, yeah, they're kind of struggling though. I mean,
I
all of
didn't
them
know.
are kind of.
I say they struggle. I say they're struggling. Big
Yeah,
struggling.
I guess you could say all of them are struggling. To be honest with you, I think almost all the playoff teams are really struggling. Like the closest one was Sacramento, but they just lost. San Antonio's just not good enough. New Orleans is too young.
Bro, San
They lose
Antonio
too quickly.
ain't coming even close. Ain't not nowhere near close.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
no,
not.
I'm one. Ooh, no.
No,
Well,
they're close, but do you really think with 20 games left, they're going to be able to make up that three and a half games they're
no,
down? Or no,
no,
actually, I think it's about four. I do think it's about
no.
four.
They need five right now. They need 5 games to come to take eighth place.
Yeah,
No, they
but
need six. No, they need 6 games.
yeah, but if you were just talking about just to get to the eighth spot to have a chance, you always want to put like they need 4 games. Really, they obviously need one more one to get over, but can they even get close to it? Is what we would be asking, and the question that I
No,
think we have is they just can't get close. Like
no.
they shouldn't really be in this position, to be honest with you, but they just are because I think that we. Here's my thing.
Because they lost Kawhi.
Yeah, they did,
They
but
don't have Lamarcus Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan isn't playing good.
that's true.
Lamarcus Aldridge. Lamarcus Aldridge. He's basically being the same player he's always been. Not trying to like throw down 30 points a game and like 13 rebounds and trying to carry his team to victories. He's just not trying like he's not trying to make that last push to try and get in the playoffs. So it's like,
Yes,
and then you
I
got
do.
Rudy Gay.
Yeah,
The Spurs, they have pieces. They have
uh,
pieces to get into the playoffs. They're just not trying to get there. They're just not.
yes. And I was just looking at the record, the games for the Blazers. I do think they should win 3 games in a row. But the big game is going to be March 12th. They are playing the Grizzlies at home. That's a big thing. What they need to do is beat the Suns today, beat the Kings tomorrow, which is
Bro,
going to be
if they
hard.
don't go on a 3-game win streak against
They
the
got
Suns
to.
and Kings,
They
I
got
don't
to.
know.
Because they're facing the Grizzlies the 12th. So they do really need to win these next 3 games. If I'm them, these next 4 games are the most important games of our season because you're playing the Suns. You can make it up with the Suns, the Kings as well, and then you've got the Grizzlies at home. And they have the Grizzlies again in April. But really, what's important for them is you've got to win these next 4 games. Um, and if you do, we got. Let me look at the Grizzlies schedule. They should make it back up. I really do think they should. Because if I'm seeing here, the Grizzlies would be playing the Mavericks. They do play the Hawks again, which is going to be a maybe another easy game for them. They beat the
No,
Hawks.
that's gonna be easy. That's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
The only
East side.
difficult game they got right now is against the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks. Then the Magic. The Magic are there too. The Magic are a good defensive team, not as good as they were before Jonathan Isaac got hurt, who's a defensive player of the year candidate if he was still in right now. He's just a
I mean,
great
no one's
defender.
talking about it. No one's talking about him.
Yeah, well, he's hurt, so nobody is going to talk
Just like
about him.
Kobe White, but we ain't talking about him either.
Hey, I've been talking about Kobe White. I've been saying for the longest time, and we're on the 10th year, he should be the starter for the Bulls. I don't know why they don't start him. You might as well do it now because Kobe White's going to be the starting point guard next year, anyways. Tomas Radonsky is not good enough. He doesn't play any better defense, I would think. Maybe he assists better, but I'm looking for scores. And Kobe White and Zach LaVine are scores, and that's what I need.
They're a perfect pair. They're the perfect pair. They can score and they can pass.
Yeah. And that's what I would do, but that's up to them. Maybe they don't want to do that. That's okay. If they don't want to. But hey,
They ain't making playoffs, so what's the point?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should really go with the new movement of the teams. That's what I would do. But some people are smarter than others, and some
And
people are
it seems
dumb.
like it seems like let me see. Ooh, bro, they ain't playing. Uh, I need to see what. Oh no, okay. I'm just. Oh, their conference. They are 11th place. They could. So
Who's 11th
yeah,
place? Oh,
The
Pelicans.
Bulls. No, the
Oh, the
Bulls.
Bulls.
They're in 11th place. So
Yeah, I still say, well, it's gonna be hard for either one of those teams to come back. The Wizards are like, the thing is about like they're 3.5. It's no. It's 4.5.
They're
Yeah,
four and a half. They're
four
four
and a
and a
half.
half games back.
Yeah, the Hornets and the Bulls are done. The Wizards are the only team that could do something, but they would have to go on. They've lost 2 straight games. Now the Magic have lost 3 straight games, and you see how unfortunate that is. The Magic are in the 3-game losing streak, but the Wizards lost 2 straight games, so they're still back. So again, they're playing the Hawks today. That's a big game. They gotta win tonight. I hope the Magic lose to whoever they're playing tonight, which I believe is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yes, I'm correct. It's Minnesota Timberwolves. So they really do need to win these
The
games.
Magic, they can beat the Timberwolves. They
Oh
might
yeah,
lose to the. They might lose to the Rockets if James Harden doesn't make his threes.
yeah, and I know we're moving on many things here, but let's talk about the Rockets and that really horrendous showing they had. Right, you lose by 15, you shoot 7 to 42, you missed. I
I didn't
believe
even know they shot. I didn't even. I just seen that. I was like, they shot how many threes?
they shot 42 threes,
42, and they
and
made bro.
I believe Harden made none at
No,
all.
he shot 8 of them and he missed all of them.
Yeah. So he made no threes. Westbrook made no threes. I know Tucker made one. I know House made one. I know Covington made one. So that's at least 3 of the threes I know. I don't know about the other 4. But here's the question we should ask. Does this show you um why this small ball team is not going to make a deep playoff run?
No, it's clear as day that what shooting display they seen is Golden State Warriors on a brick level. Because if the Warriors they shot 42 threes, they making 20 something and they
Yeah.
winning.
But
The Rockets they shot 7 to 42. They lost. They were it's lit. It's like what we say. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. They
yeah,
did it
but
in the playoffs. They died by the 3. They did it yesterday. They died by the 3.
much. Yeah, but they shoot But here's my thing: the threes they shoot are just not good shots. That's just me. I've always said the contested 3-point shots by James Harden are never good shots. He's not Steph Curry. He's not some of these other guys who are great 3-point shooters. He just shoots a bunch. And luckily enough, he's very good at making contested ones. But Russell Westbrook is easily he's proof to like a bad shooting night because he doesn't shoot many threes. Why doesn't James Harden try and shoot some mid-range shots? That's just been my question. I know you don't want to shoot mid-range or something because it's not effective.
Because it's
But you guys,
statistically a 3 is better than 2, but
yeah,
twos add up. Twos
yeah.
add up.
But why is it you're okay with Westbrook? Oh, let's do everything so Westbrook can shoot like the mid-range 3 and stuff like that. That's always been my problem a little bit is they allow him to shoot all those mid ranges and everything. They don't complain, but Westbrook doesn't want. I'm sorry, Harden doesn't want to shoot any of them. Again, if he did, it would really improve their team, and especially him. He wouldn't go dead like he does when he can't make any threes. You've seen the games where he goes dead. He can't make any threes. He's useless.
He really is. He really is, and it's just like to me,
I watch.
but it gets to a certain point where it's like, stop shooting the 3, drive inside, do something,
Yeah, they
do
missed.
that cheesy ass Euro step that you be doing, man.
Yeah, man.
That traveling shit or whatever. I still think it's debatable.
Well, from what they described,
But me,
he can't
I've actually
dribble.
done it. I've actually done
Yeah.
it before. It's not really a travel.
No, it's not. They say he cancels his dribble. He picks up when he gathers, they basically refresh his steps. That's why he can do it. That's pretty much it. The gather refreshes his steps. So that's why he's able to step back again. That's why he's not travel. People want to know why. That people just have not learned how to do it yet. Like I remember Curry tried it once. I was like, dude, Harden perfected that move. He perfected the step back. Like he knew that this move would be ungodly, and that's why he's so good at it. He perfected step back. That's why he's so good at it.
Because I've done it before. It's not really a travel.
No, it's not because when he dribbles and he gathers. Like he dribbles, he step back, he gathers, he can then step back again. Like that's really it. Really, I believe. Is that really how it goes?
What?
The whole when he does a step back, is it that he dribbles, he step backs, he gathers, then he can step back again? Or man,
Yeah, because what I do when I dribble between my legs, the ball is already like in the air. So what I do, I just be so what I do, I just step back and I do it again because the ball is
yeah, so
already in the air.
yeah, so
So
that's what I thought. You put it through your legs, you step back while it's in there, then you grab it, then you can step back again, right? Is that
yeah,
it? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I
that's
thought.
what I do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought so.
That's what I do because I've done it before. I was like, because I've done it before. I said I like dribble, twine legs, step back, the ball's in my hand, step back again, and then shoot. I shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
It's not really
that's
true.
what I do. So I was like, oh shit, this move got
Yeah,
this
it's
move
good for
got
guys
me.
who are smaller. It gives you more space to shoot. Let's just be honest. That's what it does. You know, if you're a smaller guy, it just gives you more space to shoot. Now you gotta be quick with it because the guys who maybe close on you 6'7" may still block you, but it does help. And
I mean,
so,
personally, me, I wouldn't do that move on taller people, but
mm, I mean, I would probably test it out to see if it works. Yeah.
yeah, but if Curry could do it because his shot, he got like the fastest. Him and Klay Thompson got like the fastest releases in the game in the
Yeah.
league right now.
Yeah, but their release is so fast, but they're so accurate with their release. I mean, you saw that 30-foot bomb he hit with like 1 second left. He barely had time to step really into. He kind of just puts his body straight up and just flicks it with his wrist and it just hit nothing but net. Like no other player can do that stuff. You know, not even Dame Lillard can do something like that. Dame Lillard is really just he kind of dribbles through his legs and he pulls up. Curry can just kind of just run up and just shoot it and stuff. And have fun with it. So, what is the main topic today? Because we just went through some nice little random topics that had a good discussion about things. So let's get into these main topics that you have. I'm sure the
I know
Stallion one was one of
the PS5. They got new. I think they got like a new like looking at controller or some shit.
All right, let me see this. I see things about PS5 controller leak. We'll see. I mean, is there a trailer? Oh, okay. So there's going to be a trailer, I guess. Vibration control. Oh, good lord! I'll turn that off immediately.
Hell,
I hate that.
it's hell.
So
I turn that because when we play
yeah,
Batman
so
Arkham
they
City,
put a new. Yeah. Wait.
because you want to
PS5
play Batman
reportedly
Arkham
features
City on
controller
PS3.
backward compatibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No. Oh
Oh
yeah.
my
No. I
god.
thought you were
Fuck.
still talking about your stuff, but
No,
I was just
no,
reading something about that.
I'm getting the door.
Oh, okay. So they're talking about how the patent in question details that the DualShock 5's vibration control apparatus, which is obviously which is the hardware within the controller that manages the vibration levels. Um, the patent describes in which the device is able to correct vibration instructions received from the game that's currently replaying. Now, this won't apply to me because I'm turning it off. Um, in other words, a game sends a message to the controller regarding how it should vibrate, with the controller being able to filter and correct this message. It won't simply be a matter of having DualShock vibration on or off. I do want to turn this stupid thing off. I don't play with it. So why the fuck would I have it on? That's my problem. Like it better turn off. It better have an off switch. I'm just saying.
All right, run me through what you were saying.
Okay,
So now so I can respond.
okay. So they've made a patent, right? They just released a new patent for the DualShock 5. And it talks about the vibration control apparatus, which is what controls that manages the vibration in the controller. And so they said now that they have made a process. There's a process described in the patent in which the device will get information from the game to correct the vibration of the controller, and the, the controller will be able to filter and correct this message. So when the game says, "Hey, you should have really low level of vibration," it basically will do what the game says. The game says, "Hey, you don't need to have all this crazy vibration," and it won't do the crazy vibration. And then vice versa, whenever the game says, "Hey, this is high octane moment, a lot of vibration," the controller will get the message and it will do it. And what I was talking about was, I hope there's an option to turn it on or off. I really don't want it to be on every time.
Dude, they have to have an option. There's no other way. You can't tell me that I'm gonna have a controller and have a vibrating controller all at all times. You can't tell me I just can't turn it off. Come on now.
Yeah. So the placement patent requires a bit of reading between lines. The patent makes clear that it doesn't simply have a switch for users to turn controller vibration on and off, or in the patent's words, it features the ability for correcting the content of the receiver vibration instructions determined in accordance with a user using the vibration device. Now, it maybe that tells me I can turn this shit off, which I would do. I'm sorry, I can't have it
Dude,
on.
the moment I'm getting that shit, I'm turning. It's going off. It's not turning on immediately because I can't. I don't know who plays with vibration on
I mean,
on it.
there's people who play with it. That's why they play with it. But there's people
Yeah, they
like
play
us
with it
who,
because they play because it vibrates like a dildo. Gay ass niggas, man.
okay, really. Now they're gay because they like it. No, it's because it's helped them with noticing things, noticing. I
Yeah,
don't know. It helps
yeah,
with the experience.
real gamers use their eyes. They use their awareness in with their eyes. They don't use no damn vibration. So
Well, I mean, that's
please,
part of the experience, I
please.
guess.
Oh, let me use the vibration feature so I can know where shit's at. No, nigga, use your eyes, use your ears. That's why they there. If
Well, it's
you a
not. I
gamer, you
mean,
don't need
it's
anything.
a way to enhance the experience of the game
If
for them.
you real gamer, you don't need no help, no nothing.
Wow.
You learn as you go.
Everybody needs help. We see all these dummies who can't even don't know what the fuck they doing. But anyway, I mean, a lot of people need help. And just to go on this, I honestly, since I'm not bad at video games, I just can't understand why some people are. It's just weird, you know. Like I
Oh man.
I don't get it. Like, how can you be bad at video games? It's literally like your hands in your head. So are you stupid or what? Like
All you
why are
literally
you
just have to read like the move set, and you're good.
like there's just people who are just so bad at video games. It's like no amount of help can help them. Like you can show them videos of great players playing, they're like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. Like, come on now. Do you not know that you're supposed to bunny jump? Do you not know like the little intricacies? Like no motherfucker taught me these intricacies of Uncharted. I just learned them, because I have a brain and I like to think. Like I don't fucking get it. It boggles my mind. It really
Yeah,
does.
'cause when I play when I be playing like 2K wrestling like WWE 2K, I ain't nobody taught me how to how to. Of course, I looked at the manual, so I know what to do, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. And after that, I didn't need to look up no manual. All I needed was because they like to 2K. They like to change certain shit with with how to throw a chair or anything. So for some reason, I just could not throw this damn chair in the ring. If I went to one of them games, I can throw the chair in the ring and I can throw the chair out the ring. Now I can't throw the chair in the ring for some reason. It just doesn't. It just makes no sense to me. So, but it's easy. It's easy, right? But it's not really. It's not really easy. But some of these people they make it look easy.
Yeah, like
So
they
it's
say
not
it's
really.
easy
It's
for
not really
cheaters.
hard. It's like if you're really bad at video games, that means it's like you just
You just
can't
have to
read.
learn.
You
I don't
you
know.
just can't. You just can't comprehend what you're supposed to do.
Like I wasn't great at Call of Duty, but I'm a lot better now. And I don't think I really did much to change how I play. I think I just got older, so I just got better playing Call of Duty games. But there's just these people who just run around with their heads on fire, who can't aim, who can't shoot, who can't strafe. They just sit there and die. And they scream at the top of their lungs, what calling you all kinds of names and stuff, and it just makes me laugh.
Calling you nigger, and
Yeah, yeah,
all the other fly shit.
yeah, pretty much.
But I played when we played Uncharted. I mean, it was kind of like you have L. It's like this. You have L1, R1 to shoot, and L2 to throw. It was R2 to to reload, and then
Yeah,
L2 to throw a grenade.
yeah,
And then you have like triangle, you have circle to go to cover, you have X to jump, you have square to melee, you have the right stick to move the camera, the left stick to move your character. You had the D pad to switch through weapons. You had the triangle to switch through weapons and pick up ammo and shit. So it's kind of like after you've seen it for so long, it's kind of a repetition it's kind of repetition. Like, okay, you know what to do, you know what boost to use. You're gonna be fine. Some of these people, nigga, they acting like the directions aren't on the game in front of you.
they really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, do you think Charles Barkley can talk basketball at this point of his career?
Um,
Do you really think? Do you think he really adds anything when he talks?
no, I
Okay.
really don't.
Now I know you call this guy a donkey, but as I will respectfully call him three-time champion, Draymond Green was talking to the media after practice, and they asked him about Chuck, and he said, "Barkley should stop before I take his job. He also can't talk basketball with me either. He's not smart enough and not qualified. No rings. You can't sit at this table." So everybody likes to tell you that Charles Barkley has no ring. Now Charles Barkley does not care what anybody thinks, and that's what I love about Charles Barkley. He does not give a shit what you think about Charles Barkley, because why should he at all? Now I don't know why he said something about what Charles said last night, because I stopped watch. I didn't. I actually watched the rest of the game. I'm sorry, I did not watch Inside the NBA, so I don't know what he said about the Warriors or whatever. Because why would you talk about Chuck or anything if he didn't say anything about the Warriors? And so I was just thinking, do you really think Charles Barkley should really be talking about basketball really anymore? Just because he's just not smart on
Because I think he's painted this image that whatever come out of his mouth is like, what are you talking about?
yeah.
It's like I can't take you serious. You are not somebody that I would take advice from, because it's clear as day Jordan finessed you. He bought you shit, and then he just got, and that's where he got you right there. Snapped his fingers like, I got you now. I got you where I want you. You're not. I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious. I cannot. You got finessed by the goats. You got finessed by some easy ass shit. Are you serious? What kind of basketball player are you? Shaq didn't get finessed like that. For damn sure, Kobe didn't get finessed like that. And you sit here and you act like, oh, well, yes, you know about it. Yes, you're good, but it's like I can't take you serious. I cannot go to you for like advice or anything. That's why you see all the big men go to Hakeem to get training from him in the post, because he knows what he to do in the post, and he's been successful from there. Chuck, on the other hand, not so much, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
look, I think Charles has been a bad analyst for years. He's just really funny, and so that's why he works. But yeah, I
That
mean,
it's like the shit he says is funny, which is why what saves him.
yeah, that's what saves him. Like he is funny. Like there's a reason. There's a reason why everybody watches Inside the NBA. They watch Inside the NBA for like really basketball analysis. Really, only Kenny really analyzes. Charles really not. Shaq can. That's why nobody goes for Shaq because he can do it. Like Charles is easy to work on them all, and Charles eats donuts and talks about big women in San Antonio and all kinds of stuff, and he makes his
I mean,
guarantee.
and Ernie's kind of like the mediator.
Yeah, Kyrie's kind of like the mediator, a little bit. Um, but I don't really have a problem with what Draymond said. He could take his job. Draymond Green would. I mean, a lot of guys could take Chuck's job. If you're just
A
talking,
lot of people can take Chuck's job.
it's just can you
Fucking
be as funny? I guess that's what I would think.
like, what do you call it? Fucking Rasheed Wallace could take his job if he wanted to. Ben Wallace
Rasheed
could if he
Wallace
wanted
is
to.
coaching now. Funny enough,
Coaching where?
he's coaching college somewhere. Very happy for him.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. I never.
coaching somewhere. I'm happy for the guy. He's deserves it. Great player, and just goes to show you these guys are a lot different off the court. Think they're bad guys. They're not really.
They only act like that on the court. I mean,
Yeah, they do. I mean, you have to. Um, you never know how those guys were when they were younger and stuff, and they felt.
that's the
And
thing. That's the
so,
thing. That's the thing. People take out of that. People don't include like we don't know how they grew up. We don't know where they came from. We don't know what they did to get to this point, to get to that point in their lives. We don't know what they've been through. So they treat them as if they have had it all. They have had all the money. They have all the they have all the money. They have all the everything handed to them. Basically, they have everything handed to them on a silver platter, and nothing. They went through nothing. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. And we must change and treat these basketball players and treat everybody as equals. But we all know that shit's not happening as usual.
no, they make too much money.
Exactly, which is what makes them which is what cancels them out. They make too
Yeah,
much
that's
money,
why
so
people love. Even though people love owners who are shit to their players, they love
oh
owners
yeah,
though.
Mark Cuban. Oh yeah, you was talking about Mark Cuban
Yeah,
earlier.
I was talking about. Remember, yeah, Mark Cuban. I guess it's one through talk. Yeah, he got fined. Um, for basically berating officials after the game. Look, I understood what his problem was. I don't know how that continuation happened on John Collins. They whistled the play dead. John Collins, right? Then he goes up and gets the layup. They go and challenge or whatever. They say it wasn't goaltending. Okay, and then they going to say, well, it's continuation of the play. We're just going to give you guys 2 points. That made no sense. That was a horrible thing they did. I can see why he got mad. I'm like, does that even make sense? How does there continuation on the play that's already dead? Like, are you
So
serious?
they whistled it before the
Yeah, they whistled it
before.
before the play was dead. Like the play was
Oh, so
dead and they
I mean,
whistled.
the plate was dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they called goaltending, right? And then they whistled immediately for goaltending. But then John Collins caught the ball and put it in the basket, right? They went to the replay. They called it no goaltending, right? And then they went continuation for the play, and they gave Atlanta 2 points,
What?
giving them a 2 point lead.
The play was already dead.
The
And
play was already whistled dead, and you gave them 2 points. Are you serious?
I don't get that at all.
I
I do
don't.
not.
I don't really get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. But
Like,
okay, all right. If
but
you want,
referees these days
yeah, referees
they
been
just
pretty bad.
they just been bad, bro. There's not really much else that I could really come up to say. They just been bad. They just missing all type of right there calls. Like it's like the Bird Box challenge is back again, bro. It's like
Yeah, but
that's what I'm getting at.
they've been pretty horrendous all year long. I really don't know what's their problem this year, but They've been
what's
pretty
their
bad.
problem is that what's their problem is that they're officials for a reason because they should know how to call these calls right and they don't. And the
Yeah,
NBA will continue to let this happen and let this slide as if they're doing an okay job. No, they're not. But what
yes,
can we
yeah,
do? All we can do is just expose them, and nothing will happen to them. That's all we can
yeah.
do.
Kobe White's gonna play today. And there's no Zach LaVine. So how many points do you think Kobe White scores in today's game?
25.
Damn. Well, they're facing Indiana with no Michael Brogdon, so it makes sense. I can see that. I can
At
see that.
least I give him at least 25.
Yeah, he's been on a really big scoring streak, and there's nobody else in that team that can score. Because like I said, Tomas Radonski's ass. Laurie Marketing is just hurt. Thaddeus Young, he's actually a good player, and Otto
No,
Porter.
I like that. He's a sleeper. He's a
Yeah, he's a,
sleeper.
he's a good player. He's a guy that you could get on the contending team. I'm just saying, if a team was contending, go get Thaddeus Young. He's like 6 something. He can hit the three. He can get in the post. He can defend well. I'm not saying great, well, and yeah. I mean, I would give me some Thaddeus Young. He's a good player. I like him. Is there any other main topics we gotta get to?
Uh, no, not
Let me
no.
see. Yeah. Obviously, people are not talking about the I'm sorry, not that. Mark Cuban, 500K.
Five,
Obviously, that.
well, that ain't nothing. In.
I
He got
mean,
that
they can never really do that.
500K.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So the Players Association is going to now look for a new executive director. For Michelle Roberts, who's been doing a great job for the Players Association, and so that's really big. Because who's going to be that new person? Who's going to be that new executive director to lead these guys into the next
To lead who?
The NBA Players Association. The executive
Oh,
director.
who
Yes.
was there?
Um, what's the face? Michelle Roberts.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she's a woman. Who has been the Players Association for years now, and she's done a great job. And so they're looking for a new person now, and it sucks for her to leave, but it happens sometimes. That's good for her. She did a great job for the players, like what she done, and hopefully we can find new person to continue us on a good way. Oh man, oh man, yeah. What am I gonna see here? What else? What
Bro,
else
come
is
on, man.
on? What else is here though? Oh, they're oh, okay. The Lakers offered Alex Caruso to the Pistons for Derrick Rose, but they wanted a high price for Derrick Rose. I
Why
don't know
would
why
the
people like
Pistons
Alex
ever
Caruso out of
do that?
nowhere though. I don't know
Bro,
why.
it's after these nerds made a Photoshop of Alex Caruso on steroids, and then he got tested the next day.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that stuff for.
That's when it
That's
all
mean.
started.
That's
That's when it all
crazy.
started.
Yeah, they did that. They're like, because he looks so. I guess he looks so jack or something. I don't know. He's become this big star now for some reason. I have no idea why.
This dude,
I mean, his bald ass
bro,
self
this
too.
dude literally, oh, bro, this man on live stream literally had a gun, doesn't even know how to fucking shoot it, and he just like he basically, he had a pistol, and whatever on the top is, you pull it back, and then it didn't shoot, and then he did it
Oh
again,
yeah,
and then
that's something I
and then
want to
next
talk about. Right? Like he shot it, dumbass.
dumbass, he shot it. He
Dumbass.
lucky he
He's,
didn't shoot
he's
himself.
like he started messing with it. And then he just shot it, and then he was like, "Damn, I thought this thing had no money. No, I'm sorry, had no bullets." And I'm like, "You dumbass!" Now
You
Sora
dumbass.
banned him. Why do you have a
You
gun? Look,
dumbass.
I don't care if he has a gun. Why do you have a gun by you when you're drunk? Like, don't do that, dummy.
Why do you
That,
have a
that
gun
is,
on live stream? Why are you live
I don't
stream and
know
then
why.
you have a gun? What?
Come on now.
Oh, this is why if I have a gun, it's gonna be locked up. I'm
Yeah.
locking it up. Why would I ever have a gun out just randomly? No, I'm not shooting. I'm not gonna shoot myself or shoot anyone or have anyone shoot someone and it has my name registered to the gun and it blames me. So no, that's not happening.
Um.
Dumbass.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He shot it. He's not in Sword Gaming anymore, and he got banned from Twitch, which was not a surprise because Twitch cannot have gun
Oh,
shots going off in their live stream.
he got banned from Twitch and what?
And he got banned from Twitch, and he got released from Sword Gaming.
Oh, they
He was
released. Oh,
before.
he was signed to them. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, good. Shit. You don't need none of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, with that being said, I think is that it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think this was a
All
good
right.
podcast, and man, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. It's a cool. It was a cool vibe, But
Yeah, I mean, nothing
I
crazy.
won't make no. I won't make no promises yet. But something later down the line, we may have some people on. We may not.
Yeah.
I think y'all was talking about it like long time ago.
Yes.
Like TNT, y'all was talking about it a long time ago.
Yep. That's true.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah, no, yeah, you're talking about getting future people getting on, maybe. I mean, you got really look
yeah,
at
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So I was like, that's what I'm saying. You and everybody in TNT was talking about this shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so if the, so I was saying have an episode and then have reminisce, bro. I think that'll be a fun. I think that'll be funny. I think that'll be funny.
Yeah. I can see that.
But but anyway, this has been another episode. This has been another episode of APF Podcast, episode 46. It is the most phenomenal man that has shocked this system, aka the coach, signing out.
Yeah, and that's your boy going forward. And I hope you guys have a good weekend and a good Friday and enjoy what you're watching. Goodbye.
And we out. Ah!